Hey everyone! Tonight we're making a meal kit that is local here in New Hampshire, where I'm from. It is cast iron pork chops with roasted pears and sage. So they only gave me one pear. I do have a couple pears left from my project earlier in the week. Okay, maybe I have maybe two pears. Oh, nope, maybe one pear left over from the other recipe I used. We'll see how this pear is once we get going, but the other two have seen better days, and so they will not be used today. I do have my stream up, and then let's see, let's get you guys chatting up here on my screen. I may need to change batteries on my mic pack in a little bit. We'll see if I do need to. We're waiting on the better brand batteries. We just had some hanging around from, I don't even know what. They're a brand that we have never used. They must have come packaged in something else. So that is that. Let me go into my page so I can see all y'all. There we go. Welcome to the chat room. Now I can see everybody. I think my cameras are in good angles. If for some reason you guys notice there's something funky going on with them, just let me know. And I can change stuff around if needed. I do have 4 cameras going now, thanks to my amazing wife. She did set up a camera over the cutting board last night for me, as well as there's one over the stove, and then there's 2 that we can use for other things. Hi! Trying to see what's in the picture here. We don't really need that in the way. Okay. This recipe looks really good. I hope it's really good. That's the goal anyway, is to be really good. Someone asked if we could show the bags they come in. So this comes in a reusable tote bag, and then it has all the items in it. So my meats come frozen generally. Sometimes they'll be fresh, sometimes they won't. Sometimes and then I get like pasta, fresh pasta sometimes. But in here is the pork chop ingredients, which I have my sheet. Where's my sheet? Here we go. I have my sheet that tells me everything I need. It is pork chops seared in a cast iron pan and finished in the oven, and it pairs perfectly with roasted peppers, sage, and a flavorful pan sauce of caramelized shallots, apple juice, and maple syrup. It takes 30 to 40 minutes, it says, to prep and cook. It says it's kid friendly, and it pairs well with a light lager beer. So these are the ingredients I should have in here. I should have maple syrup. I should have apple cider vinegar. I have apple juice. I don't know why they don't use cider. A pear. The other style pear is different. Okay. I have a shallot. I have fresh ginger in this little thing here. Fresh sage. And bone-in pork chops. Though these don't seem like they are bone-in. They seem boneless. Which isn't a bad thing. It just makes my life easier later, right? And hold on, I need my tea. Okay, I did start preheating the oven. It says preheat the oven to 400. I've already done that. Now we're gonna rinse all the produce and all the sage so that we can prep all that, and then I'll switch to this camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. I did have a very busy day today. I am a little on the tired side, but I needed to cook anyway, so I might as well cook with you. This is a different kind of pear. I wonder if it makes a difference for what kind of pear it is. And one is much softer than the other, so that's going to make a difference as well. Let's do that. Let's wash this other one in case we end up using it. Wash all the sage. Boop, 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 boop. They did give me one bag that so they used to do compostable bags and it was really nice. And now they don't really do compostable bags ever, which is sad for me. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a couple little things. And now I can use my phone as a timer. Let's see. Nope, don't want that. Trying to figure something out on the phone, and now it's being evil, which is fine. Okay, let me get my favorite knives. Which knife do I don't really need a big knife today. I should probably use, that one's not so bad. Okay. Peel and quarter the shallots. Okay, so we're gonna, let me cut these ends off. I always forget to like make my life easier. I think we're gonna do more than quarters because it already had like a little baby section. So I'm gonna make them a little more easy because I also find that the shallots don't break apart the same, which is unfortunate. Peel and mince the ginger. So I'm gonna peel the ginger. This is at least compostable now. That's nice. They're sending those instead of in plastic containers. They're sending them in the compostable cardboardy containers. I do know they're more expensive. I wish they weren't. I understand plastic is cheaper, but it's just not great. Let's wash that off a little bit. I need because I use my microplane for this, for the ginger. So these are going to be partially on the stove and partially, let me move here to the island. Oh, look at that. Magic. Move that out of the way, move that out of the way. So we can see the directions and all that. Rinse the sage, already did that. Peel and mince the ginger, which we're going to do that, but I do it when I actually am about to put the ingredient in. Makes sense to me. Cut into eighths. Let's see, rinse the sage, pat leaves dry, and finally chop the leaves. Okay, so we're going to get out my mandolin. Not a mandolin. Oh, what is this called? Oh, I can't remember. Okay. I like to take the, no, that one's brown, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Someone tell me, is there something wrong with brown sage? Brown sage bad? It's supposed to be green, so I don't know. Is it supposed to be? I don't know. That one has me wondering about my life. And we'll just do this much sage. They usually give me too much of a lot of these. This makes the finely chopping a lot easier when you have one of these. You do have to remember not to just like rinse it and like use maybe a tiny bit of soap if you absolutely need to, but you don't put it in the dishwasher, and you don't put things like oils. I made the mistake. There was a marinated almond, I guess it would be. It was soaking in some kind of oil. And I put them on here because it said to chop them, and I didn't realize that they were wet. I thought they were dry, which would be no problem, unless there's like contamination, like potentials that you want to stay away from. Then in that case, that would be a problem. I had to quickly think and take them out of there and chop them differently because they were all sorts of ridiculous. Okay, we're going to rinse my pears. Did that. We're going to cut this pear into, we're going to do this one in eighths because it says if they're firm, do it in eighths. I'll only quarter the other style because they are, oh man, this is, actually I might not need the other one. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I will have to seed these. I might even, is eighths? Eighths also feels a little large for some reason. Yeah, that's eighths. I had to do some math there. And now cut the seed parts out. Yeah, this is a super firm pear. I don't know if it's because it's the type of pear, because I put it in the fridge when I got it in, which, I mean, I didn't actually look at what the ingredients were when they came in because I didn't know how long it'd been on my porch. So I didn't want to chance not knowing. I did, like I was saying, I did have a very busy day today. I had to go down into Massachusetts for a little while for something, and then I had to come back up here. I also I accidentally took a nap today. So I did stay up really late last night, and I didn't have insomnia, which was fantastic that I didn't have insomnia. But I did stay up later than I probably should have. I woke up at a regular time, and then I needed to go down towards the Boston area for something. So I was like, oh, I'm on my way. I'm going to leave here in like 20 minutes. I fell asleep for 40 minutes. My poor friends. Thankfully, it wasn't like tragic because, you know, it wasn't like a end of the world thing. And then I had to come back up to go to a board meeting, and then I had another meeting, and now I am 10 o'clock at night making dinner, which my lovely wife is very appreciative for. And people are like, oh, you're eating so late, or your schedule is really weird. And I'm like, yes, it is, because this is the time I can cook. I, don't have to, my schedule is whenever I'm hungry. It's not what necessarily is best for the world. Okay, now we're gonna, I think that'll be enough pears. We'll be fine. We can always get a snack. I bought out a ton of ice cream the other day at the store. Let me open these up. Oop. I have to pat them dry. I don't want to use this pan though. Ugh. I guess I can. It's just not ideal. Let me get invest in some new cutting boards. Some of these are looking pretty rough. Okay, so there's some paper towel. Here's some meat. If I ever make like vegan meals and stuff, I will tag it so that people know that it's safe to come into the channel. I know a lot of people don't want to watch a meat channel if they are of a particular persuasion in the food. Don't want to have people watch something that they're not comfortable with. So I will tag it if I do make things. There are quite a few things I make. You'd be surprised how easy it is to remain vegan and not add some crazy things to your diet. Though I know I and many people that have tried certain different diets over the years, not weight loss diets, just regular diets. People need to understand that a diet does not mean it is for weight loss. A diet is just the thing you eat. I worked at a pet store for a while, like 4 years. That was one of the things that people would say, oh my God, my animal is on a diet? What? And I'm like, that's not what diet means. Because every bag says diet on it. No, that means that it's going, it is what your animal eats. It does not mean that it's for weight loss. And that's mind-blowing to me that everybody just associates it because we don't talk about it as what it actually is. And the term really got taken over by the weight loss industry instead of it being just a part of your everyday life. It became this buzzword. What's the next steps? We're going to season these all over with salt and pepper. Then we're going to heat a large cast iron skillet, which I got. Then we're going to add some oil to the skillet and add the pork chops. So we're going to do this on medium high. So I do it a little under medium high. Not quite at medium for that. So I'm just going to put the oil in the pan. Let's put it over here. That should be, that might be too much, but we'll find out. We'll find out if that was too much. We're going to heat that up for just a few minutes. We're going to I'll take the salt and pepper though, and salt and pepper the pork chops. My cat is intently watching me. He's having a really great time with me cooking in the kitchen. Maybe he's just not used to me cooking in the kitchen, especially on the counter that I'm on. I don't use the island anyway for cooking. I usually use the countertop that's to the right of our stove. I don't usually use this. So he's liking the change in scenery. And if anybody has any ideas for what they want me to do for different types of meal kits, right now we're doing every plate and we're doing local Baskit, which is local to New Hampshire. There are more I want to try out, but I'm trying to do them when the discount is good to try them out so that I'm, going forward, I will gladly pay for them if there's something that I enjoy, but I don't want to try them and pay full price, if you know what I mean. Okay. Almost ready. Yeah, it's starting to feel a little warm. This pan over here is going to be for putting them in the oven. We're going to roast everything in the oven together. There's also a sauce that I get to make. I don't usually use cast iron pans to make sauces because I get concerned and then I forget to rinse them and then it's just a disaster. And there's certain things like that you don't want to put in cast iron, and I haven't quite learned that yet. Okay, looks like the pan's hot. So let's get these in here. Yep, that was hot. So I will probably be overdoing these pork chops today because we don't have a meat thermometer. They've all died. And we haven't gotten a replacement. I don't think you guys really want to watch meat cook, do you? So we'll say hi while we're waiting for that. I have everything done. The sauce I can't do until the skillet is ready, and it takes about 5 minutes on each side-ish, or it says 4 to 5 minutes, which who knows, in every one it's different. Then after we're done, we're gonna do put the pork chops onto a baking tray, which sometimes these directions are a little clunky. And then we're gonna add the sliced pear to the baking tray, and then we're gonna put them in the oven, roast them, and we're gonna make a sauce while those are in the oven with apple juice, apple cider vinegar, maple syrup, shallots, and ginger. That actually is gonna be really good. So this is the recipe program that I started to use when I first started learning how to cook, because it was basically a jump into the deep end. There was no waiting to learn the basics, and I was trying to find different things around the area that I could learn how to cook, and there's just not a lot up here where I'm located. Now let me put this in the wash, because the last of the pears are done. Let me get my tongs. Oh, not quite. Not quite browned as much as I would like on that, because you gotta get them seared really well. My mom is texting me. My mom's asking me if she gave me a calendar for Christmas. I don't remember a calendar for Christmas. Okay. I'm watching my nephew this weekend. I'm excited. We'll see if we're going to stream together. We might not. I'm trying to decide what meal to make with him. We do have some people coming over on Saturday night. So we are going to be doing a big pot of something. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe we'll make a pot roast or something similar that we can just set it and forget it in a crock pot. But he can help me cut things up and everything. He's 3.5. He's adorable. He loves to cook. He loves to bake. He also loves trucks and dinosaurs and mystery bags. All the things a 3-year-old loves. They're starting to get nice and brown on the side. We're going to sear it on the other side. Get those juices trapped in there. Nope. These videos will be going up on YouTube. Right now I have to work on some title screens and things before I can get them done. Jillian did an amazing job doing some of the editing on them for for the front page, but I have to do end screens and then anything else that I want to pop on there to maybe put the directions right on the screen. I know, paying blah blah blah. I will give you guys all my fur code though on YouTube, as well as I have my Patreon, which is where I'm going to share like my cookie recipes and things. These recipes, they're pretty standard. The card today was a little too big for how it was, and then I saw a giant typo. So I didn't want to do that because that's just not right. Oh, I'm going to have to turn on my fan, which is going to get loud. I'm sorry. At least I'm talking through this mic instead of another mic. But my Nest, we have Nest for our smoke alarms, and they can see flashes. And I don't really want to set off the smoke alarm right now. Let's see what else my mom said. My mom said, I found it. Oh, my mom got me an awesome calendar. I'm excited. I'll reveal it on the channel. Oh, almost done searing on these sides. Want to get them the same brownness. There's actually 2 fans in this. There is the fan that I just turned on, and then there are 3 other fans on this, 3 little buttons to make it go even further up. It's really nice. Like one's on the roof, and then there's like one in here. And they built this kitchen really well. Like I'm beyond excited about this kitchen. Now that I'm cooking, I can really see the potential, and we're gonna make pizza one day, and we can do it on the indoor grill because there's still snow outside. We thought it was over. It's not. It is definitely not over. I was so hopeful. I had to call. My plow guy texted me today, and he's like, hey, do you want me to come by? And I'm like, yes, because if I don't, who knows if it will melt, and it will turn into a sheet of ice. And I know it's not a ton of snow, but it's just enough to be obnoxious and just enough to pay somebody to remove it for me. And our snow blower, we don't even bother with it anymore because a couple years ago, there was so much snow so many days in a row, it got out of control. Like you couldn't handle it. And then our snowblower couldn't handle the wet, heavy snow. So half of it we couldn't do ourselves anyway. Okay, we're gonna switch over to the stove, where I'm gonna take these off and put them on here. Oh, let me render some of this fat a little bit. I like to do the side piece just a little. Okay, so there's one pork chop. One's thicker than the other. I hope that doesn't affect the baking time too much. It shouldn't be too bad. We're going to turn that off for a second for the pan. We are going, whoop. Get some pears in here. Oh, look at that pork chop. 1 pear. That's it. Put this in the oven. Now we can start on sauce. Let me turn these crazy things off so that we can start fresh. I might have to turn it back on again, but at least right now it's off. I renamed this. I wanted to make sure. I can't remember half the time if I renamed the stream or not. Okay, we're going to put it back to the medium high. So we'll do it just above medium and not quite at medium high for this. And we're going to put the shallots in, is what it said. So we're going to put the shallots in. This actually wasn't a really cook, stirring until they begin to caramelize, about 3 minutes. So I'm going to peel these apart a little bit. So that they really have a chance to do that. so that we're not sitting here for 10 years trying to peel apart them in the pan. Let me get my trusty wooden spoon. One that's not dead at the moment. Ugh. Yeah, we need to invest in more wooden spoons. That will be my goal for this week, because tomorrow's payday, which means that I can pay down my bills, but I can also invest in some equipment. I haven't set up my Patreon goals yet. I'm trying to wonder what they are, and I'm thinking a new set of spoons would be a good start, and some more tongs, because if I decide to do multiple dishes, sometimes you just need extra tongs. Just a nice little feature to do. Starting to burn the remnants of the pork. I mean, these are starting to caramelize. It says 3 minutes. I feel like this is much too hot of a pan to take that long. But here we are, doing it up. I mean, let me know if you prefer different angles. If you prefer to watch me, dancing while I cook, that's fine. We can change to the other camera. We can change to this view instead while I'm cooking. And you can see that I'm repping Menchie from Simply Nailogical Christine up in Ottawa. She has her channel over on YouTube. And that was one of the first channels that I came across when I was, I had lost my job. I had, had a whole bunch of life stuff happen at once. And that was one of the first ones I came across was Christine's. And that really actually helped me a lot get through things. Okay, we're going to use the apple cider vinegar. It says, I'm going to use the apple juice. When am I using this maple syrup? Ooh. Wow, that is not what I expected to happen. And then we're going to take some ginger. It says, what does it say? Half a teaspoon of minced ginger. We're just gonna play that by ear, because they gave me a giant chunk of ginger. I don't want to use the whole thing of ginger, but I want to, use some of it. I don't want to end up with a ton left. I think I actually, yeah, that was about right. I'll do a little bit more. So, ooh! I used to measure this out, and it got ridiculous. Oh. Alexa, there's not smoke in the kitchen. No, it's not loud. Don't.
Stop the alarm. Silence.
She also talks to you. And it talks to all of them, so it will tell them that, it's still going or not. Okay, that looks good. Okay, the pears are gonna go in here. It says we should have some liquid left, but I don't really see much of that. I might have to add some water to get it to be, really get up in there, because it was just too hot. It says finished chops and pork chops. I also didn't set any timers, by the way. None whatsoever for anything. And I have no idea how long those pork chops have been in the oven. Let me get a little bit of water, because we do need a little bit, but the water will evaporate off and leave the vinegar behind. There we go. Because I need to scrape up all those bits anyway. I'm gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna, I mean, this pan is so hot still. Let me work on that, because it shouldn't have boiled right away. They should have, my oven, I don't know if it's that particular burner maybe I shouldn't be using. I also don't want to overdo these. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't have a single thermometer in this house. I still don't know where this maple syrup goes. Oh, it goes in with after the pears. Making this happen. Let's, man. I'm gonna take those out of the oven and see where they're at. I'll just cut into them, and so long as they're, not too, I hope they're not too dry. Those are like super firm pears though. Like super firm. I was concerned they're not gonna do what they're supposed to do now. Alright, let me check on these, because I don't think it's been enough time. I don't think it's been too much time. Let's look at these. So, I need a knife. Just wash this one up. Well, might as well not waste another knife, right? Okay. Let me hold the tray. Do I have a fork? I have tongs. I have tongs. This is the one I'm concerned about. So let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, no, that's warm. It's really warm. It says to remove the pork chops to a plate to rest. So we'll put them on a plate. Just chill out for a little bit. Put them over here. Might as well use that to our advantage. Then we're gonna take is the parchment paper warm? No, good. I'm gonna take the juices and the pears. I'm gonna put them in here. cook until the pears are tender. Parchment paper, best invention. Absolutely best. I love it. I completely forgot to put this on all my social media. Oh no, nobody knows I'm cooking right now. That's sad. Aww. Let me get that on there. Let me turn this down a little bit. Like a lot of it. Come on. Gotta flip these around. Let me let everybody know that I'm I feel like they're not. I can't really do that. Don't do that, by the way. I feel like there wasn't as much juice as they thought there would be. Maybe because they're really good pork chops. Let me find out over here on the cutting board where we're at. Need my knife. Oh, nah, it's not even close to meh. I mean, they tried their hardest, but these are not nearly as soft as they expected them to be in this recipe. And my pork chops are done, and my pears are not done, and that makes me sad. Let me take a couple of, just the bigger couple out of here and cut them in half. Let's just stir those for a little bit longer, but man, this sauce is Gone. Gone, gone, gone. Now what is my next step? Next step. See, there's no sauce, is a problem with this recipe. They're like, oh, you know, mix it with the sauce. There is no sauce. There's nothing in this pan to call sauce. Like, this is on low and it's still too hot. And I'm supposed to add the... This is not... I feel like these directions are misleading. Maybe if it was in bigger quantities, like if it was the 4-person kit, it would not... I don't know. Hi, everyone! Yay! Now that I, remembered to tweet that out to everybody, I'm about to plate up this amazing meal. Oh, no, this one. Yeah, we'll use this one. I'm about to plate up this meal. I'm running into some quirky problems, but they're not problems. It's just this particular burner in particular runs a little hot. They also said that there should be sauce in this pan, and there's no sauce in this pan anymore because I reduced it down to what I thought was the acceptable level, and it was not the acceptable level. And then, oh, that's Indy. He's adorable. And then there was no sauce, and all the brown bits that they wanted to be all over everything were there, and then they thought there was going to be juice from the pear and the pork, and there wasn't really almost any to put in this pan, so it didn't really reconstitute. I don't know. It was, I don't know why, just certain things. This is the one I learned with. I just dumped right in the deep end. Though it looks a lot better, and now that I've cut some of those pears down, it looks a lot better. So I can add I'm adding some minced sage. It says half a tablespoon, which is probably about what I got. Yeah, that looks about right. Let me grab it. That'd be a teaspoon and a half, right? Yeah. There's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. Oh. But it looks delicious. I'm gonna give them that. Oh yeah, don't forget to follow me. I am new to streaming. I'm still learning the quirky things. Let's see. Awesome. So, I'm new to streaming. I've only been doing it for, 4 or 5 days now. I don't know. I've done a lot of streams already. But follow me. You'll get alerted. I did my first one over on Jillian's channel, Pinball Princess Jillian. Her channel has my very first stream on it. Okay, we're adding some... Oh, that is literally the entire thing of sage. And then we're adding the... where is it? We're adding the maple syrup. Let me get on to the stove. Look at that. I have 4 cameras, people. 4 cameras. Because I have a fabulous wife that did a lot of audio video as a teen, a post-teen, and still today. Though now it's more of a hobby. It's not a job. And mix those around. Mixing, mixing, mixing. Okay. It keeps saying reduce the sauce down. There was no sauce in this pan. I had to add water to reconstitute the sauce so that the pears would actually soften. They also put pear in everything. I don't understand pepper in everything. I don't understand why there's so much pepper. So tonight we are making, hold on, let me put that up on the screen for you guys. You're gonna see it in a minute, but there's my instruction card. We're making cast iron pork chops with roasted pears and sage. They only gave me one pear and it was really hard, so I'm giving this some extra time in the pan because the pork chops were done before the pears were done in the oven roasting. And I did cut it into eighths like they said, and for some reason it still wasn't. I just think the pork chop wasn't as big as it could have been for thickness wise. So now this looks like a nice sauce. It's not really a sauce, it's more like a glaze, I guess you could call it. The pork chops are done. Oh, I'll put the pork, don't worry. I'll put the pork in. Don't worry, that's coming. That's coming. Let me go back to, we will do it here on the stove for now. So now this is like more of a sauce consistency. We're gonna do this, minced all that, season with salt and pepper, return the pork chops to the pan. They also think that these are juicy pork chops. They are not juicy pork chops. So this to put it on medium. I'm gonna do it right at medium. See how that goes. There's the pork chops, Paul. They also think this has more sauce than they want, but I do have several social medias that I will update people as well as I'm going to be going live. I have a Twitter, muffin_lives. I have an Instagram, muffin_lives. They should be posted down below in my profile. I also have a Patreon at Upbeat Duck. Which I put like cool recipes and things there. I won't put these recipe cards up just because it is a local business. I don't want you guys, I'm sorry, I don't want you guys stealing it. I will put any refer codes I have down bottom though, so if you decide that you want to try any of these recipe kits, that you can do so. The other one we do is every plate. I also have a YouTube called Upbeat Duck that is gonna have all of these videos over there. Ooh, look at this. It's looking so good. Looking so good. And I figured out how to do most of the streaming on my own. Not all of it. I'm still learning. Oh, I'm supposed to put some butter. Ooh. It says to dot it. Any juices on the plate? There were no juices on that plate. They're like, return the juices. If there are no juices, I can't return them. That with 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Oh, that's salted butter. I need unsalted butter. See, this is why I went to the grocery store. Where is my unsalted butter? Nope, that's still salted. Where is my unsalted butter? Aw, man. Well, guess it's salted today. That makes me sad. I'll have to, the wife was using the butter indiscriminately. She didn't know salted, unsalted, so. Because it's butter. They are different, especially when you're talking about baking. So, Jillian doesn't bake. She
talk about bacon.
She talks about bacon, but not baking.
I was just texting with friends saying the good thing about my wife cooking, streaming while she cooks is I know when dinner comes.
Yeah, it is very convenient, isn't it? Let's see. Spoon the sauce. There is no sauce.
Sorry.
It's like, it's burned to the pan is what it is. Okay, you got a plate? You want to be my guinea pig? Considering we don't have a meat thermometer? The meat stove is broken. I need 2 plates. This is it. This is the entirety of dinner. So, I'll put it, yeah. I try to do it all pretty. Plate it up like I used to. Plate it up. Plate it up. Oh, you want to do it in the other camera?
Well, don't switch it yet. Let me get it
Oh,
framed up
she's gonna.
first.
Okay. You're gonna frame up your food. Are we doing? Am I going? Is it good? There we go. You're on. Oh, you're trying to get a good thumbnail for YouTube, aren't you?
Right.
I think us holding it up in the air was a better shot.
No, look at that. That's nice. It gives me room to put the logo and the name.
Oh, okay. Here, have another pear.
We'll still have you hold one up.
Okay, good, because I have to try it. Because that was classy. I need a fork, though. You need to give me a baby fork, honey. You're going to sing that frickin' song. Well, let me cut it first. Can you, like, get my head in this shot?
I'm going to.
Oh, my counter is so cluttery. No, you're supposed to be the guinea pig. Oh, I hope this isn't overdone. No, it's good. It's moist still, which, for having no juices escape from it, I did sear it really well.
Wow, that is really good.
But yeah, look at this pear. Like, that's just from all, like, the pear is white on the inside. And this is just from apple cider vinegar, shallots, apple juice, and a little bit of maple. I think if I had a little bit more, it would have been really good. But nothing had juices in it. So I had to add water to get it to work. I'm proud of this meal. And like I said, this is the meal that I learned on, the meal kit I learned on, because I was trying to find like cooking classes in the area, and I couldn't find cooking classes in our area unless I wanted to take like a full-on course at like the community college or something, and that would be, it was more than I could handle. I was like, oh, maybe I can go for a night, and you like have a night and you make a thing, and that wasn't how this was working. So I got a piece of pepper. Whoa. Yeah. I couldn't find anything, and then a friend of ours gave me a refer code for this so I could try it out, and I fell in love with it. It was a very steep learning curve, but I learned very quickly, and there are so many things that I have learned over the course of this this adventure the last year. But this is the kit that I've been doing every week, except for just a few that like were on vacation, or I just didn't like the meals for the week. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't really want to spend that much money on the 2 meals I want, because they do have a broad variety, and it just sometimes is just like, I don't want to pay that much money for chicken. Yes, I understand it's good chicken. Well, it's better chicken than it used to be. Like sometimes it's like fresh kill chicken and things like that, and it's so good. That was really good, but it needs a little more sauce, personally. Sorry. And I've enjoyed like everything except like one meal, I think, was like, I don't know. And man, acorn squash. I never want to see another acorn squash in my life. Last winter was full of acorn squash. And then the other kit we're doing has been good so far. Some of the meals are pretty basic, which is fine. They're quick and easy, and an hour or under from start to finish, or 2 hours if I'm talking to you guys. My dog is sitting at my feet. Zoom in on the dog. Enter. Because he thinks he's going to get food. But as I've told you all, he doesn't get people food. You can also see our fancy dishwasher. Oh, you don't have to look at all that. Oh, God. So, like I said, Jillian has a history in audio video. So my entire kitchen is full of wires.
If I had it my way, just spend $1,000 and I'll be wireless.
No. I don't trust wireless.
Okay.
Hold on.
Neither one of us are in a place to reach out.
What, an ice cube?
Oh, you can reach.
Hold on. You have to show the dog, though.
Indigo, come.
So the only thing Indy gets as a treat, because he thinks it's human food, is an ice cube. He's not in frame, baby.
Girl. Try to eat.
I don't care. Indigo. Ups. Good boy. So he thinks that's food. That's going to be a paid feature, by the way.
What's that?
Give him an ice cube.
Channel points.
Yeah, channel points, because you get points for watching.
Not yet, because you're not an affiliate. Once
Oh.
you get to 50, you need to get 50 followers.
Okay, I have to get 50 followers, so I get all the cool stuff. You're in the corner of this shot, by the way.
Sorry.
I don't think anybody really wanted to see your chest. Once I get to 50 followers, I get all this cool stuff, like I can start doing things for you guys and start having those, you know, you guys earn channel points so you can say things to me in chat and like have like actions and a bunch of other cool stuff. So I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have all kinds of cool little buttons and emojis and all that. I do have some things over on my Patreon that I will be amping up as well. I have to redo a couple of the levels now that I finally figured out what I'm doing. I started my YouTube channel as a mental health channel. I have bipolar 2 as well as post-traumatic stress disorder. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder to be a little more precise. It has gotten better over the years, but is now 10 plus years going. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm going to get a little closer shot of you.
Oh, you didn't really need to, but thanks.
Well, so I could get to my food without being in the shot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was purely selfish.
It was purely selfish. So I started a channel. I belong to a lot of peer groups and things, either online or in person. And I wanted another way to help people that have things like me, that just need an outlet, need a community, can't always get out to be in that community, because I know there were days that I just barely moved around the house, let alone walked out the door. So I did start watching Christine of Simply Illogical. That was one of my first channels, and then I stumbled across a few other people. I stumbled across Dissociated, and they are amazing. Chloe was the original person that was on that channel. Now Nin is the host of that channel, and they are amazing, and they're really informative, and they really made me feel like part of a community. And there's some other people that I follow, but that's the most consistent over the years. I watched a bunch of other people that just kept me engaged with knowing that I could have a life and could be successful. What, honey? Oh, sorry. The smoke alarm had flashed. Yeah, it does too on my phone, so I lost all my screens.
Oh, no, the smoke detector in the basement.
Oh. Hey, everyone. Paula, I don't know what language you're speaking in the rest of your comments, so I will have to translate that later, because I can read some of it, but not all of it, and because some words look similar to other languages that I can read okay, not great. What else tonight? I'm not making a dessert tonight. One of the things that I bought the other day when I was at the store on the quest for ginger and coming home with cinnamon was I bought the little mini powdered donuts because my boss had some amazing ones at work the other day. I'm trying to figure out if hers were better than the other brand. Is there anything else I'm forgetting today? I don't think so. I think we're good. We have a good meal. Tastes good. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm picking up my nephew in the afternoon, so we should still be able to do this. I need to go get more bread, though, because they give us 2 slices of bread for what's supposed to be a sandwich. I know it's an oven-based sandwich, but it doesn't seem like enough. It's a Guinness marinated buffalo steak sandwiches, and I'm really excited. Ooh, let's see.
With the Guinness?
Ooh, I need to marinate these. No, we have to go get the Guinness. Sorry. It says we need to do 1 cup dark beer, such as Guinness. So I'm
Pairs
gonna.
well with a dark beer. So yeah, go pick up a 4-pack of Guinness cans. I will drink them.
That's fine. It does say to put the steaks in a bag and marinate for several hours or up to overnight. So I may very well
Go get the Guinness tonight.
go get the. Oh no, it's 11 o'clock. I don't think I can purchase beer anywhere right now. The only place that's open is Walmart. I went to Walmart last night. I don't really want to go to Walmart again. I went 3 times Walmart in a day and a half. Is not fun.
This does look really good.
It does look great. Like, absolutely delicious. And there's mushrooms.
Whole mushrooms.
Yeah. And they're, if I remember correctly, they come full on dirt. Full on dirt mushrooms. So, you know they're fresh. But yes, this looks really good. I'm excited to have this tomorrow. We'll see if my nephew will eat it. I hope. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm not making dessert tonight. Like I said, I'm going to eat some donuts. Some pre-packaged Little Debbie donuts.
We can allow that.
Yeah, I'm good. I stayed up way too late last night, like I was saying earlier. I may have overdid it a little bit, but said I was going to make cookies and was encouraged to make cookies, and I had posted everywhere that I was making cookies, and I was like, only on one place I wrote, never mind, we're not making cookies tonight because I bought too much cinnamon and didn't buy any ginger, which was the entire reason to go to the store. I did also end up with laundry baskets, which we were in desperate need of, so.
Saturday, what are we doing for
Oh,
on Saturday?
what are we doing? Because I'm going to be streaming it probably.
Well, that's why I'm asking. Chuck was saying, do we know what we're doing, or should he just pick? And I said, let me talk to you. I think you should stream something.
We're going to stream something. I'm not sure what I want to make. Because we've done tacos recently. We've done pasta recently. We've done... Anybody have any ideas? We're having a poker / game night thing. I'm going to be chilling upstairs with my nephew and my friends while Jillian is downstairs playing poker. There's also pinball machines that people play, so... Well, I can handy cam some of that. But...
My butter chicken. The Indian butter chicken. I could give you the...
I don't know if I want to do buttered chicken. I don't know what protein I'm in the mood for, but chicken is easy and we can make it in bulk and
Yeah,
all
and
that.
that you could prep ahead of time because it sits in the slow cooker for a while.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, that I could make some kind of slow cooker, like maybe a pot roast or maybe
That would
something
work.
else.
Yeah.
And we have 2 slow cookers now.
Yes, I know.
So
Actually,
technically we could do 2 things. Though I asked for an Instapot for Christmas because they came out with a really cool R2D2 Instapot, and I'm really disappointed it doesn't make all cool noises, but I mean, for the price, I don't know why I was expecting that. I don't know. If they need to come up with like a $300 version, I'll gladly buy it. Instead, it was like the $100 and on sale with a coupon at Williams-Sonoma version that I got, and I still don't know how to make rice in it. I put the things in the pot to make rice, and I press rice, and it comes out wrong every time, and I don't know what I'm doing, and nobody can give me any advice. Which is fine. It's fine. What did Alt Siren say?
I don't know.
Oh, lol. Yeah, I can't make rice, and I don't understand. Which we got the Instapot to get rid of the rice maker, because our rice maker takes like an hour to make a thing of rice, and this takes way less time, but apparently it's wrong. Oh, hold on. They're gonna ask our friend Sam about how to cook rice in a Instapot, because I can't get it right. I've been seeing your nose. I've been seeing that you like put it on high for like 2 minutes, and then you like high pressure for 2 minutes, and then you turn it off and let it vent for 10 minutes. But I don't know. I just press the button. I just want to press the button. That was the whole point of an Instapot. You just press the button. Press the button. I'm gonna press your nose.
Dinner, honey.
I'm eating.
It took you an hour to eat it. I mean, to cook it.
So?
Hey, I just saw your note.
Yeah, you didn't.
Aww.
We need to get you better at posting announcements.
So I had
Program
just.
your Facebook and Restream will auto-post it for you.
Well, yeah. Yes, no, so I missed it tonight because I was determined just to eat something in my face instead of because I was at a meeting until 9, and then we stayed late a little bit, and then by the time I started cooking it was 10, and I really just wanted food. And so I forgot. So halfway through the stream, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done anything on social media, because I put it on Instagram and then it goes to everywhere. And I completely forgot to do that. But I do plan on being on several times this weekend. We'll see how that goes. I do have my nephew. I have to talk to you after that about times and things and blah, blah, blah. But he's adorable, and he loves to cook, and he loves to bake. So we'll probably do something neat with him then. And... oh, yeah, no, it was definitely a cry-laugh situation. I was like, no wonder nobody's chatting with me. What? Don't look at me like that. But thank you everyone for popping on. I am going to pop off. I will put up the recipe card. Well, not the recipe card. If you want the recipe, I can ping it to you if anybody is really wanting to do it. And yes. He makes breakfast cookies. Oh, he bakes breakfast cookies. Good. I just bought some oatmeal, because I brought oatmeal and cinnamon home instead of ginger. It's fine. But I will bid y'all adieu for this evening. I will post up the picture and get off. And I will see you guys tomorrow, because I don't think you guys want to watch me eat powdered Little Debbie donuts as my dessert, because there's no dessert tonight. Though I did bring all my cookies to my meeting and made the board eat them. And they were very excited, except for the people that have decided to like give up sugar for the new year. They weren't as thrilled. But I love you guys. I will be back on, and whack whack. Yeah, nope.